How's it going, everybody? My name is Brad, and we're back with MTV CRIBS Unturned Edition. So, we haven't done one of these in a while, and over all this downtime, a lot of people shouted out to me. I contacted a good amount of people, and we just have like an awesome lineup of bases for all you guys over these next few weeks. So, we're kicking it off with a base made by a user named Samurai, who couldn't be here with us tonight, sadly. So I did an interview with him on Steam and stuff like that, so I got a lot of information about this base, so I should be able to pass it right on to you. So we'll get right into this. The base is divided into 3 parts. You have the primary building, which has the tower and all the components that are below it. You have another building behind it, which is basically the complement to the tower. And finally, you have the dock area. And this whole base is set up at one of the farms. We've seen a lot of farm bases, at least I have on like Reddit and stuff, but this is the first for MTV CRIBS, so I'm curious to see if any of you guys will top this. And it wouldn't surprise me either, because some of the content you guys have been showing me, it gets better every day, honestly, it's crazy. So you can enter this base directly through the front, which will lead you into the garage area. You have some beautiful cars parked in all their single spaces, most of which are filled with gas and ready to explore the map, but we're just going to keep moving in towards the base. So you'll see there's just one door on the right side, which will lead you down a short hallway and then present you with 3 choices. You have the basement to your left, which is used for storing all the important items, such as food, weapons, stuff like that, in case the zombies were to ever become a major problem. And then you have the ramp, which will lead you to the next level. Going right will give you access to the outer walls in case you ever need to defend the base, and it's actually very efficient because most of the corners have pillars which you can get up on, so if you ever need to look over at the farm to see any like bandits, I'm sure there's going to be bandits from time to time if you're playing in a multiplayer server, but yeah, you can see what's going on and kill anything in sight. And it may be a challenge for these bandits to get into too, because this whole entire base is just lined with traps. It kills the zombies very effectively too. And it's also nice because these outer walls are a few feet higher from the ground floor, so you can see anything that's going on inside the base below you. And now, going to the left from that previous point that we were at will bring you to the base of the tower. And this is a pretty cool part because it's like a mini hotel. You have a few floors and then a bunch of rooms scattered all around. And for the most part, they're all set up the same. You have some type of bed or cot usually, and then a little bit of storage. So if you ever have any company or you just want to grow your community, they'll have a wonderful place to stay. And in case of emergency, all these rooms available to the players are at the bottom of the tower, so they can climb up it via the ladders, which may take a while because this tower does have some serious height to it. But about halfway up, you'll find a stopping point where there's like a room with some windows and you can look out. And then you can go even higher where you can get a better look of what's going on both inside and outside the base. So if you were to climb back down to the base now, you'll see a small bridge that actually leads to the next area. But before we do that, you'll see that under this bridge is actually a bunch of vegetation, which honestly is probably the most important thing in this game. I'm pretty sure like 90% of my deaths are from starvation. I never look down to see what my levels are at. But anyway, we'll move on. So you walk across this bridge, and that will lead you to the next building, which is kind of just a place to hang out, get high if you want to. Turn it into a dance room once you eat the blueberries, but yeah, don't get high, actually. It's funny, I got a comment the other day and someone was wondering if I do drugs because of all the references I make to them. And the answer to that is obviously yes. No, I'm kidding, I don't do drugs, don't do that. But if you're tired of getting high, you can exit the room, take a left, and then another left, and you'll see a door, and that will bring you down a very long hallway to the docks, which is all lit by torches. And after a long walk, you'll come to a beautiful sailing room for those fellow sailors out there. They haven't been added to the game yet, but at least we're prepared if Nelson decides to add some boats. This building has 2 stories, so for now you can just have a nice dinner, overlook the water, invite your friend over, whatever you want to do. I don't care. No, I'm kidding. I care deeply. And that's really all there is to the base. So thanks a lot for checking this out with me. It's really crazy to see what some of you guys have come up with. If you want to see more Unturned videos, be sure to click on that video in the upper right. You can gently press that like button since it helps out the video, and subscribe for even more content. And as always, have a fantastic day.